A little chilly this morning. And I think I'm gonna go get my nails done this week. Because it's time. I got the new short nails popping, but I haven't gotten my nails done since I cut my nails. And so it's time. I've been rocking this for, I don't even know how many, I think it's been 3 weeks. What's today, the 12th? So we're in the second week. Yeah, because I got them done right after Christmas. So it's been 3 weeks. So now what I'm also realizing is that the shorter they are, you have a little bit more time between your visits that you can go. At least that's how it seems to me, because I have new growth, but it's not as apparent as when my nails were longer and I had new growth. Or maybe it was just me. Maybe I was just a little bit too ready to get my nails done every 2 weeks. Sometimes I wouldn't even wait 2 weeks. Sometimes I would go every 10 days. Sorry, the sun is sunning today. Let me do this, because why? Let me turn that off. Yeah. Okay, here we go. That's my face. There we go. The sunlight was all up in this thing. I think, no, I need you to stay in there, so hold up. Hold up. It's like 33 degrees today, this morning, but it's going to be warmer as the day goes on. And it's supposed to be like 40 something for the next couple of days. Like, we had a mild end to the week last week, and now we're having a mild beginning to this week, which I'm not complaining about by any means. Turn this heat on. I should have worn my gloves today because it is chilly. Chilly, chilly. Chilly, chilly. Chilly where I am from. Chilly, chilly. That's the Eve interlude reference from her first album. So I had planned on giving you guys some content, but the way the week ended, man, I spent this weekend just catching up on rest. All right, so last week was the first full week back to work, right? From Christmas and New Year break, right? Most of us who work in corporate have those weeks off in some capacity. Maybe not fully those 2 weeks, but definitely a few days. And so when you're back for the first full week from that kind of break, it seems much more difficult. It seems harder to get through. Am I right? Am I right? So, yeah, I had a time. I had quite a bit of a time. So I know this is shaking, and I'm sorry about that. But I also ordered a new car phone mount, whatever it's called. I got, oh, hi, Cadden Gradius. Caden, hi. So yeah, I got a new one. So once I unbox that and set that up, maybe we won't have any more of this shaky business happening. In the meantime, let me do this. Let me take you out of the case. When you at a stoplight, you could do some things. Hold up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I know this is not what you're trying to see right now, but damn, my case is like super on here. Ugh. It's like, okay, there we go. I got it out. What are you doing in this CRV? Ma'am, this is not a 2-lane roadway. Yo, people are less than smart. Like she got over into the right lane, which on Park Ave, people park on both sides of the street. So although there is technically a right lane, it's not really a traveling lane. I digress. If you'd have to be here to see what I'm talking about. I'm from Jersey. Big Jersey, not the little one, the big one. All right, let me do this. Let me do that. I don't know what WYHWUS means. Not any clue at all. Sorry. Don't know what that means. Wish I could answer your question, but I don't know what that means. At least I think it's a question. Maybe it's a statement. I don't know. Yo. Cream and Crumbs makes the best ice cream, my friends. Like, if you know, you know. Cream and Crumbs ice cream. I sat there and ate almost the entire pint last night. The only reason I didn't is because I wanted to have some more today. I wanted to look forward to having some more when I get home later and I have dinner. So I left enough for me to get some today. I ate a little bit more than half of the pint though. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I said, I could have eaten the entire pint. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. But now that you have to pre-order and go pick up, it's like I don't be knowing which one I'm gonna like more. So it's like I order multiple flavors. But then after I get home and eat it, it's like, damn, I should have got 2 of these. Because she had guava cheesecake, coffee Kahlua, Dorothy's birthday, and another one. A brownie cookie one, which I didn't get the brownie cookie one because I tend not to like when that's mixed. I tend not to like the mixture of brownie and cookie. I don't even really like brownie and cookie in my ice cream in general, but I ordered the guava cheesecake. Oh, I ordered the other 3 because I was like, I know I'm gonna like these are all flavor profiles that I like. So but I ended up liking the Dorothy one the best out of all 3. The Dorothy one was chef's kiss. It was so good. That's my weakness, y'all. When it comes to like food that you really shouldn't be eating, and that and on top of not eating copious amounts of it, ice cream is that girl for me. Ice cream is delicious. Well-made ice cream. Like homemade, small batch, whatever. Like, I used to be a Haagen-Dazs girly. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But recently, and by recently I mean within the past 2 years, my life changed. My whole life changed because once I got introduced to Cream and Crumbs, they were a brick and mortar location in Montclair, but they have since shuttered their doors to the brick and mortar business. Yo, I even got the weekend that they closed, they stayed open for a while just to satisfy the crowd or whatever. So they had a huge crowd, and such an outpouring of support because so many people fuck with their ice cream. But now you have to pre-order it and go pick it up from the industrial kitchen that they make it out of now, where it's like a shared kitchen space that multiple people make their things at and then sell it, whatever. Like, she doesn't sell on Instagram or whatever. She has a website, and you go and you pre-order your ice cream, and then you get scheduled a pickup time on the Saturday that has been designated. So you got to be on the lookout for the email when the flavors drop. And it's like $15 a pint. All right, I'm embellishing. It's like $13 a pint. But I just round up to 15 because by the time you pay tax and whatever, it's like you might as well just call it a $15 pint. But it's worth the $15. It is worth the $15. I just need y'all to know. Like, this is not me making a mountain out of a molehill here. The ice cream hits. It slaps. Had a little issue this morning. My thing is, like, why are we driving this slow? Why are we driving this slow? It's a Monday morning. Come on, y'all. Anyway, my nose is all runny. You did all of that just to get in front of me. You was behind me. This guy, this Lexus was behind me. He got over into I'm in the left lane. He got over into the middle lane and then the right lane just to get back over, just to get right in front of me, because there's a car in front of me that he just got in between us. Like, you got nowhere. You did all of that for what? For what? For what? Anyway. Can't even tell people stuff no more, yo. You really can't. Even the people that you used to be able to tell stuff to, it's like, no, here goes, let me take you off the list. People can't even just be happy for you. Motherfuckers can't just be like, oh, congratulations, you get good news and you want to share it with somebody who you think will be happy for you too, and then you share it with them and they be having so now you gonna, so this is what you, nigga, can I get a congratulations? Can I get a, I'm so happy for you? Nope. Nope. It's all good though. I'm gonna be okay. My thing is, why are you in such a hurry? You gotta scream at traffic. Plus, you are in your phone. You're on your phone, like that's illegal. So congrats, you're a terrible driver. We got a jokester in the building. Shout out to you. I hope you get paid for your jokes though. I hope you get paid for them. I was sleeping. Okay. Yeah, that was the question I chose to title, because sleep is important. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get your rest or whatever. And it's like my favorite question to ask in the morning too. Like, how'd you sleep? You sleep okay? I slept amazing. I slept really well. I'm ready to go get the day, not let the day get me, which is important. Jill Scott quote has everybody oh wow, you just went through a whole red light. Bruh. He just drove through a whole red light. The light was super red and he just drove right through it. Craziness. Okay, so now we're back to the traffic that I'm used to being in when I come to work, which is this little block of the roadway gets really backed up over here because now everybody's back to work. Like last week was most of our official first week back to work, but this week it's like if you was off last week, you're not off this week, my guy. So everybody's back. It was nice. It was nice while it lasted. That like nice little 3 week of everybody taking vacation and PTO. So they're not on their ways to work. But now, here we go. It wouldn't surprise me if the Department of Transportation here doesn't do something about widening this road, because you're coming off of 2 highways to get on this particular road, and then 46 is right there, and it's like this is one lane. It's like a bunch of traffic trying to merge into one lane always creates a buildup. And then the next intersection is like 5 lanes because it's 2 turning lanes to the left, 1 turning lane to the right, and 2 straight lanes. And funneling backed up traffic into larger lanes, but then, you know, just to me, it's not the best way of routing traffic. I believe that there's a better way to do this. There should at least be 2 lanes right here. But that's not my job. That's somebody else's job. Shout out to Jersey. Exactly. That's the thing, too, about Jersey. We're right on top of each other. That's kind of how Jersey was built. Jersey is small, but it packs a lot. There's a lot packed into this tight space. And that's literally how you have to drive here. You can't be afraid of how narrow the streets are, or, you know, how much traffic is surrounding you. Everybody's going the same direction, so you gotta just be aggressive. You have to be an aggressive driver in Jersey. This ignoramus in front of me. I also can't stand when yeah, you know what? The thing is, he said should be at least 3 lanes because 2 lanes is crazy. The thing is, this is 1 lane. Right now, it's 1 lane going, 1 lane coming. But this is a connector road from 280 to 46. And so my reasoning for saying 2 lanes is because it's technically still a residential area. And because it's residential, you can't really put 3 lanes right here. But the fact that it's been 1 lane for so long and so many people use this thoroughfare, it should at least be 2 lanes at this point because of the amount of traffic it gets. That's my argument. Damn, ain't nobody in that parking lot. I was expecting to see more people. There's a bagel spot that makes a really good bacon, egg, and cheese. Their bacon, egg, and cheeses be on point. On Piznoint. You got to get the bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant with home fries, salt, pepper, ketchup. Or you could do the bagel, but if you're me, you can only do the bagel if they scoop out the dough. Because, like, I used to be able to eat a whole bagel, but I can't anymore. Like, I stopped eating bread. Like, I'm not trying to say I don't eat it at all. I'm not trying to say that. Let me be more clear. So I eat bread very sparingly now. Once I started carb cutting and changing my diet um, many moons ago, one of the things that stuck was no longer relying on bread to fill me up. And although I still love bread, because I don't eat it as much anymore, I don't have the capacity to eat it like I used to. So in a maybe 20 years ago, where I used to be able to eat a bagel sandwich, whatever you put in it, like whether it's cream cheese or you know like an actual sandwich with like meat and cheese or whatever. um I used to be able to eat that, but now I can't. Like, I could eat half of one of those, and even with me eating half, I still got to tear out some of the bread, because I'll get really full really fast, and then it's like, well, what am I doing? So it's like I'm wasting. Like last week, I went and got me one of those bagel sandwiches. I ate most of one half. And I'm only saying that because like I distinctly remember peeling away the bottom piece of the bagel to eat the rest of that half. But then I threw away the whole other half. Didn't even touch the other half because they always cut it down the middle. So yeah. And I was full. But it's also because like I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat breakfast generally speaking. Like, I love breakfast food, but I tend not to eat breakfast. I prefer to eat my meal later in the day. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go in the store real quick. I'm telling the dude I'm not getting gas. I'm just parking here real quick. BRB. sorry. I know that took a while, right? Gotta work on your appetite. I don't know if you're still in here. You're probably not, because I took a while. But I mean, like, this is the thing. I do have an appetite. Sometimes my appetite is larger than normal, but in general, I have a pretty small appetite because I prefer to eat multiple times a day. Like, and I'm lying. Okay, so I like to eat small things throughout the day, not multiple meals throughout the day, if that makes sense. So I'd rather have a bite of this, and then a couple hours later I'll have a couple bites of that. Like, I don't know. And this is why I miss living by myself. Like, I miss having my own place. Like, and I know that it's coming. I know that my own place, I'm gonna have my own space again. I already know. Like, I'm not worried about it. It's, I needed this reset time, and that's fine. But what I miss about having my own space is my stuff being where it was when I left it, and then having the ability to eat something and leave it so that when I come back I can have some more, if that makes sense. Like, I don't mean like I'm leaving food out on the counter just all willy-nilly, but let's say, I know we were just talking about bread, but let's say I made a sandwich and I ate a couple bites of that sandwich. I'll leave the sandwich wrapped up on the counter so that in a couple hours when I come back to it, I can take another couple bites of it. I don't know. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, even if it's like a bowl of something, I leave it in the microwave. Come back, nuke it up a little bit, eat some more of it, come back later. I don't know. Now, obviously, when I'm having like dinner or something like that, I'll have I'll have an actual plate full or whatever. But even then, like, I don't do like a huge plate full. I'll do like, I don't know. I'm also one of those where it's like I'd rather have a small plate. If you give me a big plate, now I'm overwhelmed. I don't want to fill up this big plate with food because I know I'm not going to eat all of it. I know it's kind of weird. I know it's weird. But it's how I've come to maintain my weight. Let's put it that way, right? I changed my eating habits way back in 2018. No, 2010. No. Damn. How long has it been? It's been a minute since I lost a whole bunch of weight. But either way, I changed my eating habits way back when. And it took some fine tuning, to learn how to let go of some bad habits and implement some better ones. But I found something that works for me. I like grazing. Like how cows graze on whatever they eat. I like to eat like that, like a cow. Like, I'm not calling myself a cow, but I'm saying, like, that's how I prefer to eat food, like, throughout the day. All right, I've made it to the OK Corral. And that's good. I love that for me. I'm pulling out my badge for work. Mine's kind of sort of same, but my appetite is medium. I only eat lunch. Comes with a snack like yogurt. I love yogurt. And that's the thing too. Like, I love yogurt. I like to eat creamy things. I like white creamy things. There's a CD I made a while ago that I found, and I put it in. It's like an R&B CD that I made with a bunch of stuff that I like on it. Anyway, this is my phone case. I'm gonna put my phone back in my case now and walk into work. I didn't know I was muted. My bad. I was talking. I said my mom was roasting me about my shoes this morning, and she said that these are inappropriate shoes for winter. And I feel like she's wrong, because I feel like as long as your toes are covered, they're appropriate. I don't know. Maybe just me. Maybe it's just me. But here, I'm gonna show you my shoe. Hold up. I'm gonna put the phone down. Yeah, thank you for letting me know I was muted. That was because of when I put my case back on. So, is my shoe inappropriate? I feel like my shoe is not inappropriate. I feel like my shoe is fine, especially because I'm wearing pants. I don't know. Am I tripping? Or is she tripping? I think she's tripping. News 12 New Jersey playing on the TV when you come in the lobby. I'm in North Carolina. What crazy to me is this. North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist it around your head. Spin like a helicopter. You can't say North Carolina without breaking into Petey Pablo. I'm just waiting for the elevator. Look, you can see me in the reflection. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have a great day. I'm about to. And good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
I'm gonna show y'all my fit later, but I have on like a bodysuit. It's like a onesie. Once I take off my coat and bag and stuff, I'll take some pictures and post it to my community tab. PCs and whatever you please, y'all. As a driver, when I drove past the cemeteries, I said a lot of loved ones passed away. Yeah, see, that's why it's like good to be grateful for your life. Good morning, ladies. Happy Monday. Alright. She's in the building. It's a Monday. Where is everybody? Oh my gosh. Oh, you're here. Okay, there you are. Hi, Ken. I was like, I'm not used to walking in here and not seeing anybody. Well, usually there's somebody, and I didn't see anybody. Yeah, I see her lights on.